Cool.
Cool.
Are we on? Well, hello, Femi. Welcome to the Coffee Slut Podcast. It's so nice to have you.
It's good to be here.
I'm so happy you're here. So, you're a former, yes, Longhorn football player. You run your own company, and then you're also a personal trainer, full time.
Mm-hmm.
So, before we get started, I want to ask you, what's your coffee order?
Black coffee. Straight.
Nice. Simple.
Simple,
Do you have a
very
favorite
easy.
coffee shop or like a place you like to work out of?
Joe's.
Oh, really?
Mhm.
Which one?
Like
There's
Joe's
multiple.
Coffee. There's one on, I think it's on South Congress right now.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So I do want to start off with like the beginning of your story and how you got to where you are. So I want to ask like what your childhood was like.
It's a heavy question. My childhood was cool. I'm the youngest of 5 siblings.
Okay.
So growing up in southwest side of Houston, Texas, I played sports from a very young age, and I feel like that kind of shaped me a lot into who I am today. Had a pretty fun childhood, a lot of sibling arguments. My parents were very loving, but played sports from the start of 4, and I was playing sports up until I was 18. So
What was your first football memory, if you can remember?
First football memory was this turkey bowl, like in Little League. I played for the Seahawks in Little League, and at the end of the game, if you like were like MVP or like a standout player, you get this big ass turkey leg. Can I cuss?
Yeah. No, there's nothing off limits here.
You would get this like big ass turkey leg, and I remember that game. I was just like, I was in flow state. Like I was making crazy tackles, making crazy plays on the ball. It was just like so much fun. I was so free. That's like my first like most vivid football memory. What a time.
That's awesome. Who would you say, like, since you're the youngest, I know the youngest get a little bit more credit but also more freedom. Who believed in you early on when you started playing football?
My older sister, her name is Ayo. She kind of like put me into all the sports.
Okay, nice.
I remember the first NFL game that I watched was like the Jets versus the Patriots. I was with my dad. And I guess she saw how like intrigued I was by the sport, and she was like, "You want to play football?" And I was like, "Hell yeah!" I want to do it. So she was kind of like the one that believed in me and got me into all the sports, like football and track. Shout out to her.
Is she like the oldest?
She's the second oldest.
Second oldest. So. Okay. And what created that discipline for you to start playing football?
I mean, growing up in a Nigerian household, like discipline is like almost like a non-negotiable.
Mm-hmm.
They'll force it into you if it doesn't like come naturally, definitely. So I think it was just like already like innate discipline from like how I was raised in my household, and then being around football coaches and playing the sport was just like so much fun for me. It didn't feel like I needed to be disciplined by the sport. I was already a pretty disciplined kid for the most part, I felt like. So it was just fun to get out there at a young age and just fall in love with the game. But definitely like my mom, my dad, and my older siblings, they didn't really let a lot of shit slide with me. So, so I got disciplined. I got disciplined a lot at home, so it kind of carried over into the sport.
That's crazy because my sister's the youngest and she gets away with a lot of things, and I'm just like, wow, okay.
Yeah, it wasn't like I was like the perfect. I was definitely like I wasn't a bad kid, but like they disciplined me for sure. And if I messed up, and I messed up a lot as a kid, but they were always there to like either like slap the hell out of me and make sure I didn't do it again, or like just tell me like, bro, like you have to be moving better and do things the right way. So
what side of Houston are you from?
Southwest Houston.
Southwest.
A-Leaf, Texas.
Okay. It's crazy because I already had a couple people on here from Houston, so it's nice because I'm like, not everybody's from Austin, but Austin is their new home.
Yeah.
So whenever you were a senior, whenever you got offered to play at UT, how did that go? Like the recruit and then actually becoming like, holy shit, I'm a UT football player.
This is the plot twist. So I didn't get offered by Texas.
Okay.
Playing in high school, I had a serious knee injury my sophomore year, and coming back from injury, it was cool. Like I made it back, but I didn't play my hardest anymore. Like it was just like I had my reservations with my movement and stuff like that. So like I was kind of reserved in my play style, and that kind of really affected how I performed my junior and senior year. So I didn't get to UT off of like being like the greatest athlete. I got there off of my grades in school.
Uh-huh.
I didn't want to go anywhere else. Like my college process was super easy. I only applied to 2 schools, and I chose
What was it?
UT,
What was the other one?
UT and Baylor.
Okay.
And I chose UT just because my SAT scores to get into the pre-medical program at Baylor, I missed it by 10 points. And I was like, whatever,
Okay.
I'm just going to UT.
Yeah.
So I went to UT and I get on campus and I'm like, I don't want to be done with football. Like I don't want to stop. And there were these I saw a flyer for tryouts. I knew one of the players, Chris Brown. He was in the class before me at my high school in Houston, and he was playing at UT. So he kind of connected us and let us know when tryouts would be happening. And I was like, I just jumped at it. And so I tried out in that spring of my freshman year, made the team, and then I made it there. It was cool like
Nice.
that.
What was your position?
I was a cornerback.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. All 3 years?
1 year.
1 year.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So whenever did you have any like pressure of like shit? Now I'm a football player here.
Yeah.
What was that pressure like? Was it from your family or was it just yourself?
Oddly enough, like my family, I'm grateful for this. My mom was always like very supportive of whatever endeavor that we chose to like pursue, which is like kind of backwards from a lot of Nigerian households. Like
Mhm.
they want you to be a doctor, Nigerian, a doctor, an
Yeah.
engineer, or a lawyer, like one of the big three. But my mom was like very like supportive of all of our creative efforts. Like all of my siblings are in something that's like not traditional.
Okay.
So I didn't feel any pressure from them at all.
Okay,
My mom
nice.
actually didn't like me playing football. She didn't go to the first game my mom went to was my senior night in high school. Like she hated seeing me play football because it was like so violent for
Yeah.
her. So there wasn't any pressure there, but there was like pressure from like I guess myself. Like I wanted to be a superstar. I wanted to like be the next big walk-on story, and obviously that shit didn't go how I thought it would go for me. But like it was mostly like self-imposed. Like even my friends, they knew I wasn't a starter or anything like that, but they didn't have I didn't have any pressure externally as far as like you have to be doing this, that, or the other.
Mhm.
It was mostly self-imposed. So I guess that's a good or it's not
Yeah,
good
yeah.
or a bad
But
thing.
I
It's
think
just a
even
thing.
like being part of the team, that's like a fucking just being something to say. Like I'm
For
proud of
sure.
this team and there's, learning a lot about football these past couple years. The quarterback or like anybody who's their star name on each team isn't
Mhm.
them without their team. They
Right.
aren't, yes, you're known for a team by their player or whatever,
Yeah.
but when God forbid like they're not there, when they get hurt, like it's their team picking up
Mhm.
the slack, right? So whenever your knee injury happened,
Mhm.
what like how did you recover from that? Because did it happen in high school or
High
oh,
school.
okay.
So my sophomore year in high school, I blew my knee out, ACL, PCL, MCL,
Oh shit. All
meniscus, and my
three. Oh my
kneecap was
god.
dislocated. Like if my knee was like this, I don't know if they can see this on camera, but it bent this way and then it twisted.
Oh shoot.
So kneecap dislocated, 3 ligaments are gone, and my meniscus is torn too. But I had a 9-month recovery process, like going to PT, doing my physical therapy, trying to get back in shape and everything like that. And it was like thinking back at it, like looking back at it, I don't even like. I just remember working, like
Yeah.
going to PT, like not trying to think about. Like I was devastated when it first happened. Like I got hit and I was like on the bench thinking like, coach, I can still play, put me in, put me in, put me in, and I can't move my leg. Like,
Yeah.
like I was like,
You're like just dragging your
I
leg.
didn't I didn't want to believe how bad it was, and I go to the doctor like for the pre-check before surgery, and he says, "Did you get hit by a truck?" And I almost cried. I was like,
Oh.
"Damn, is it that bad?" Like am I done playing ball? But after like it was like a 10-month recovery process, and then I came back for my junior season. I was in a knee brace that year.
Oh shoot,
And,
did you say 10 months?
Yeah, it was 10
Oh
months.
my god, that's really good.
Yeah, I shout out my surgeon and my doctor. I think his name was Tim Sitter. Shout out to him over at Houston Methodist. But they did well with me, and I took my physical therapy very serious because I was like, I got to get back. Like
Yeah.
I need to. I hate feeling like this. I
Yeah.
hate feeling like I'm like a burden. One, because I have to. My parents and my sisters are like waiting on me in the house as far as like doing things for me, and it just feels like I want to be useful. I want to be able to like move and do things that I've been doing for a long time, things that I love. So it was pretty tough, like emotionally and like mentally, just like being in that state. But like after a while, like when you start seeing progress and it started to feel like, okay, this shit was horrible, but I can take these steps and I'm moving forward and I can start getting this mobility back. I'm getting my strength back. Oh shit, I'm running again. Oh shit, I'm jumping again. Oh shit, I'm in pads again. Oh shit, I'm back. And
Yeah.
it was like just focusing on like what the next step was for me as far, and not just like lamenting on things, was what really like got me through that. And I thank my mom for like instilling those kind of like values into me as far as like being persevering through things, and like not being stuck where you are, like understanding that you can always take these steps to keep going forward, and things will probably work out for the better if you just keep going.
Whenever you were on the team and you're like, okay, I'm fucking on the team, I made it. How did you balance everything? School? Okay. At least you're honest. School, because I was gonna ask, school, personal life, trying to like, because I know it takes up a lot of time, especially during season.
Right.
How did you juggle it, I guess, instead of handling it? You just like took it day by day?
2018 was probably the hardest year of my life, physically and like academically.
Okay.
Like, cause I was first year in school, you're taking these like classes to figure out like what your major is gonna be. So I'm taking these hard science classes. I say hard for me. Like those science classes whooped my ass.
Especially at UT.
Yeah, it wasn't the easiest thing, but I don't think there was any balance. It was just do it. Like there were times I was like, chem lab. Oh my gosh. So chem lab, we had chemistry class and you had the lab attached to it. The lab was like 4 hours once a week. I would be up until like 3, 4 a.m. doing my chemistry lab, getting help from friends that were also in chemistry, struggling through school themselves, struggling. And then
would you stay up till 2 a.m.?
No, like 4, like
4. Oh, 4. Okay,
there's a vivid memory I have from doing this chemistry lab with one of my closest friends in college, Jerica. We were up until 4. I had a lift at 5:30.
Oh shoot!
So like
I was like, wait.
So I don't go to sleep. I shut my eyes for like maybe like 20 minutes and I head to the facility, and that was like the first day that I was like up for like 30 hours straight.
Oh my gosh.
I was like, that shit was miserable. It was very hard. And then like, even like as a walk-on, you want the responsibility that a starter has as far as like the coach is expecting you to watch this film. The coach is like leaning on you for all these things to like get ready for Saturdays. You don't have that really, like, because it's just like you're a walk-on, bro. You're really just like a warm body for the most part, at least in my experience. So it was tough, because I was taking these hard classes. I had just got on the team. I'm getting thrown into these 5:30 a.m. lifts. I'm learning all these new things on so many different fronts. It was almost overwhelming, but it wasn't like I have to find balance. It was like, I just have to do it. Like,
just get through it.
I just have to do this shit. And then maybe balance will come. Maybe I'll acclimate to it and I'll just get more efficient in my own systems of like productivity and whatnot. But I wasn't thinking about balance at all.
Yeah.
Not even a little
I mean,
bit.
Especially at that early age, you're just like, I'm just trying to get through it. I'm trying to get through this year. What do you feel like people don't see in college football from the outside? Especially like the fans go crazy, the students go crazy.
People really don't see like how hard athletes work to play on Saturdays. Like, as a walk-on, I'm going through my own personal hell with these hard classes and like these rigorous workouts, and pushing my body and my mind to the limits, pushing my body and my mind to their limits. But like, if you're like starting quarterback, starting DB, and you have all these film hours you have to catch up on, you have to know these things about the other guy that you're going to be playing against on Saturday. You have to like be in that like competitive mode 24/7, 7 days a week. I don't think people understand like the toll that can really take on a person as far as like starting quarterback. 50,000 people are watching you on Saturday. 100,000 people are talking to you on social media. Either that's like ridicule or like even trying to like gas you up and pump your head. So it's a very overwhelming environment to be in, to be like an athlete at a high level. And I don't think people understand like how tough that is, like physically and mentally.
Yeah.
Like, imagine being quarterback and you're starting and you've been watching film and anything like that. 300-pound lineman is running at you full speed. You have to read the line. You have to read all these different coverages, make the right decision at the right time. If you mess up this decision, you lose the game. It's just like, there's a lot of weight that goes into playing the game. it is just a game, but it's very serious. It
Mm-hmm.
takes a very big like emotional toll, a mental toll, and a physical toll on these young guys. Like these are like 18 to 22-year olds. Like these guys just left high school and now they have an entire community and an entire fan base placing their emotional well-being in their hands.
Yeah.
If he doesn't make this pass, I'm pissed for the whole week and I'm gonna cuss him out on Twitter.
Yeah.
Like that's a lot. And people kind of like they remove the person from the game because like they're fans and they just like they like the game, but they don't realize that this is a real human person that's going through these things. And just like you go through things and you're off one day and it's like things are affecting you, athletes can be very affected by things and external factors can be very like overwhelming sometimes.
Yeah.
I feel like.
And then back then, nobody got paid
Yeah.
at that time.
Oh my God.
Honestly, I'm
With
not gonna
no
lie to you.
pay.
No pay. The reason I was baffled because how much the college athletes get paid now, but kind of taking everything into consideration, these athletes make the school a shit ton of money.
A lot of money.
A lot of money. You know, for a while, I was just like, why are these young 18, 19, 20-year-olds getting paid so much money now?
Mhm.
But it's like, I understand, like
They bring
school
in a lot of money.
money for the school. So now I get it. Like, I get it. I'm like, okay, that makes sense. Start early. Why not? Because if they want to go to NFL.
Right.
So what's a game moment that you can think of that you just remember, like a game or a moment that changed you as a person?
High school or college?
College.
I'm not gonna lie, the Sugar Bowl.
The Sugar Bowl. Okay.
Yeah, cause
What year was it?
2018.
2018. Okay.
So, being a walk-on, I'm involved in practices. Like I'm there to give a look to the ones on offense, and I'm really just there to like try my hardest to make shit hard for them.
Yeah.
And that year, like when we got to the Sugar Bowl and we're going against Georgia, and you're seeing the guys do their thing, and it was like that like moment, like that culmination of all our preparation, all the things that we've been through this year, like the hits, the low times, the high times, the heavy lifts, the fucking squats on Wednesdays. It was horrible. But like all those things that we did to prepare, the moment is finally here and it worked out for us. Like we won, we got our rings, we're Sugar Bowl champions. It's New Year's, we're in New Orleans. It's like I couldn't smile any harder. Like
Yeah.
like I couldn't scream any louder. And that really felt like the work works. Like the things you do today and the decisions you make right now and how the standard that you hold yourself to matters. And when the big day comes, you'll feel that or you're going to regret not putting in that kind of work. So that was like a really important day for me. I didn't play it down. Like, but I was like so happy. Like I was like, this is really cool. Like even if I didn't make the game winning pass or game winning like play, I was there with these guys. I was part of the process and I saw their own process and I saw how the work that they put in got them to be in opportunities to really excel and show up on the big stage. And that kind of like really I internalized that and I really appreciate that experience.
Yeah. That's really cool. I think whenever you got to your senior year and you experience all of the football, the ups and downs, and even just with school and you finally graduated, did you already know what you were going to do?
Hell no.
Okay.
My like
What was your degree in though?
exercise science kinesiology with a focus in strength and conditioning.
Okay.
So my time at UT was riddled with trial. Like it was pretty tough. Like that, because I only played for that 1 year. And the year that I played, I didn't have a major figured out.
Okay.
So I was taking science prerequisite classes because I wanted to like apply to these like I thought I wanted to be a doctor. I thought I wanted to go pre-med. Didn't want to go pre-med. So like the science, yeah, it's hard. So like the science classes I was taking, like the year that I was on the team, I almost failed out of school.
Oh shoot. Okay.
And that's why I only played football for a year.
Yeah.
I got cut because of like academic performance. So after that, I knew what I loved about football, but I kind of saw like the door closing for me as far as like, I don't think football's gonna be your way anymore, bro. Like I don't want to leave this and try to transfer to another small school and try to start there and do like the journeyman kind of route and like
Mm-hmm.
stay with the game. So after my time ended with Texas football, I knew what I loved about the sport was like that preparation. How did we get ready for these Saturdays? Like what went into like performing and like making sure that I'm making the right decisions on game day. And as I'm looking for a major, I found exercise science, and I was like, hold on,
Yeah.
this is everything I needed it to be. Like this is what I wanted to learn about. And so I got into the major, and then from there it was just about the work now,
Yeah.
like as far as like applying myself and learning as much as I can about like what goes into performance. How does this person tick physically, psychologically, and how do all these things tie into an elite athlete, and how can I apply that to myself now? Even though I'm not an elite athlete, how can I do that in my own life? Like
Mm-hmm.
how can these lessons that I've learned from the weight room, from the field, how can I apply that to everything else that I want to do? And I'm glad that I found my major when I did, because it felt like the perfect timing. Like the door closed with football, not by my own like choice, but I didn't think I had anywhere else to go, so I just stayed in school and did my thing, and it worked out.
How did you feel about accepting that that door had closed? How did you deal with that? Because there's a lot of people who, not just sports, but in life, not being able to accept something that happened.
Yeah, I didn't give it that much thought,
Okay.
honestly. Like when when it happened, I was failing in school.
Yeah.
I was I was family. My dad was going through a pretty rough like health patch at the same time, and then I get the call. It was over Christmas break, which is crazy. So I get cut pretty much on Christmas, and it was like just when it rains it pours, bro. Like what we gonna do now? And it was a quick acceptance because I knew my performance as a walk on wasn't what I thought it was gonna be.
Okay.
I knew that like my practices and my drills and like what I was doing on the field, it wasn't my absolute best. Like I left a lot on the field. And I do regret that honestly, but it kind of felt like this is what you deserve. Not
Yeah.
like you deserve bad
Bad
things,
things.
but
Yeah.
like this is what
This is
happens.
what
Like
happened. Yeah.
these are the dominoes that fall with the decision that you've made. So figure out what the next move is. So it wasn't like it was sad. It was like, damn, I'm off. That's it. But then it was like, well, I got a ring. it
You're
was
like,
a,
I have that.
it
I
was
have
a
the
great
souvenir.
it was a great experience. I met some amazing people, some amazing players that I'm still in touch with now, and I learned a lot. But it's time to like, make the next move. What's next for me? How can I be better at something else, or like apply what I've learned to something else and keep moving? I didn't sit with it for that long.
Okay. When did you know coaching was next?
So Christian Jones, he was O-line at Texas when I was at Texas. He was working with Christian Palencia,
Okay.
strength coach in Austin,
Yes.
durable athlete. I saw him doing some things on his Instagram story, and I was like, hold on. Hey, can you connect me?
Yeah.
Like,
Was this the guy who trains with basketball
yes.
specifically?
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Because I think he's at that
Yeah,
gym now.
he's at C4 now, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So Christian Palencia was like the first, I want to say, like professional coach that I reached out to like learn from.
Yeah.
I saw,
He was on it at the
yes,
time, right?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
I reached out to him because I saw what he was doing with Christian Jones, and I just wanted to learn, and I
Yeah.
just wanted to see what it was like to be in performance and not be the athlete, because I wanted to see how these things click together, how performance works, what goes into performance. And he took me in, and I'm so thankful for Christian. I learned so much from him about just like movement exploration and like program design and like how to really individualize things and what really matters as a coach in performance, and how things work,
Yeah.
and how sometimes things that look kind of crazy can be exactly what somebody needs. So like I learned a lot from him early on in my coaching career, and then I just wanted to keep on learning. I wanted to keep on getting as deep as I can into the performance world, into the sports world, because I knew I wasn't going to play anymore, but I feel like I can help these guys that are still have their primes ahead of them. I can help them be better. I can help them love their sport, be good at their sport, be effective at their sport, and really have a chance to chase their dream.
Nice. I love that. Since you were both, what do you see differently now from a coaching aspect?
What do you mean?
So, because you were an athlete, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then the coaches are the ones who help you and the ones that help you do better, get better. Since you were in both lenses, what's so different that you feel like athletes couldn't understand that you're a coach now? Because you did both lenses.
Yeah.
And being a coach, you know, whether that's athletics or like I work with a lot of dancers and like volleyball players, it's very like, I love that they don't complain and they're like, just like, okay, yeah, I'll do it, whatever. But being both, what can you say differentiates both through both lenses?
I feel like there's a lot of differences between like being a coach and being an athlete. One, like, excuse me.
No, you're good. You're good.
If you're a coach and you're like, and you've never been in the arena, that doesn't discount you from being able to work with these guys that are in the arena.
Mm-hmm.
But I will say that like it's a completely different field for me, at least, from playing the game and now like coaching what helps you play the game. When I'm an athlete, I can do everything. I want to do it all. When I'm a coach, I understand that like there are times for this, that, and the other, and you have to be smart, be patient, and be diligent. And it's a lot more. I feel like there's a lot more patience involved, and athletes don't like patience.
Yeah.
At least me, when I'm talking to myself when I say this, I didn't like patience. I wanted to have it all right now.
Yeah.
I wanted to be fast as hell right now. You don't really understand what goes into what the sport that you're playing. And that's only because you're disconnected from those processes because you're just playing the sport. But once you understand like the science of movement and energy systems and how things are like working for you physically to make your sport more fun because you're so much better at it, that connection I feel like is what differentiates a coach from a player, because you can be really good at your sport and not understand anything about it. You just playing the game. But if you get on the other side and it's like, okay, I know these energy systems, I know these joint angles, I know these mechanics, and I know how to make them better, and I know how to make them more accessible for somebody, and they can enjoy their sport more. It takes a lot of patience to understand that. It takes a lot of like patience to coach that, because nobody wants to go through that. Nobody wants to like break things down and get to like the nitty gritty and have to go through all these different building blocks, because that's not how they came to understand the sport. I didn't come to love football because I was looking at 40 times and splits and 10-yard splits and all these different things. I didn't.
You just love
that.
Like,
yeah. But like on the flip side, understanding how these different things help the big goal, I feel like that's the biggest thing.
How do you motivate your athletes to think beyond the win? The win of like their sport, or like not every game, you know, is going to be a win, or because you explaining that, I've seen Tim explain to his athletes like the mechanics and why they're doing what they're doing, and they're like, oh shit, I never thought about that.
Yeah.
But it's like, how do you motivate the athletes to go beyond their wins, especially younger athletes? Because like it's very different from NFL to college. I feel like
big difference.
Yeah.
I would say I try to motivate them by getting them to understand that like you're pursuing something.
Yeah.
Like whether that's you're trying to win a game or you're trying to win a race, like you're chasing something, and in this pursuit you're going to change. If you do the right things, you're going to change for the better, and the results will show. Even if you fail, you're still in pursuit of something. You can't let this failure stop you completely and like throw you off the rail, where you like quit your sport or don't want to play anymore, or like you just get so discouraged. And these times are going to happen. These times are going to happen where like things don't go your way. It's a chaotic environment in the sport world. Like you can't predict everything like we can in these drills and practices that we run as coaches. But if you can understand that like you're chasing something and you have a why as far like, why am I chasing this? If you love playing the game, it'll be very easy to keep on playing and to keep on pursuing these things. So getting especially like youth athletes, getting them to understand like love this process, love this journey, because if you win a championship, you're gonna get there, and immediately you're gonna win another one. So it's not about the championship. It's not about winning the game anymore. It's about, how is this changing me as a man, as a young man, as a young lady? Like, how is this making me better for my life? And if that means I get 17 championships, great.
Yeah.
That's amazing. If that means I don't get any, I chased it. Like, I tried, and I put effort in, and I did my best, and I made my best better every time I got the opportunity to. So I try to get them to really like detach themselves from the outcome and just understand that, like, look, life is huge. Like, there's so much that can happen
So
in your
many
life.
chapters.
So
Yeah.
many things are going to happen in your life, but you're pursuing something. Don't attach yourself to where you want to be at the end of your pursuit, because you're going to get there and want more. You're always going to get there and want more. Let's pray you get to that championship for sure, and you win. Great. You're going to want another one.
Yeah.
So it's not the championship that you want. It's what you feel when you're doing these things. How do I feel as I'm going through these lifts, these sprints, these different workouts, these different coaches, these practices? How do I feel when I'm doing this? Is it making me happy? Can I keep this pursuit up? Can I keep getting better? And when that clicks for anybody, it's like, it's amazing to see, because it's like, no matter what happens, I'm going to do all I can to make sure that it wasn't in my control if I didn't get the end result. And even if I didn't get that result, I'm going to keep this process up. I'm going to keep doing this, because it's making me better as like a human being, not even just like as an athlete, but it's like making me better at life altogether.
What kind of, because I feel like I run into this a lot, especially now that I'm a coach as well.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people tend to put their sport as their whole identity.
Yeah.
How do you think people break from that? Because I saw it firsthand with my husband with baseball.
Yeah.
And I know it's a very difficult time. So, like, you're not even other people, but yourself. Like, how did you break from I'm more than football? Or like, what would you tell somebody? Like, this isn't just, especially if they stop after college. Like, this isn't just you. Like, that's just a part of you. You're
Yeah.
more than that.
It's tough, especially if you play sports from a young age, and like you kind of like adopt that identity pretty early on, and you think that somebody asks you, "Hey, what are you?" "I'm a football player."
Yeah.
That's it.
Like what? Yeah, describing what do you do? Or like, yeah.
So it's definitely difficult, and like leaving the sport that you love when you've played it for so long is like kind of like a jarring experience. I don't have 2-a-days in the fall anymore. I don't have to wake up at 6 a.m. I don't have to. I do, but I don't have to do these things. The things of the game are not part of my life anymore, and for so long that felt like that was my entire life. So like for me personally, I just took on different interests. Like, I have cool friends that do other cool things, and when the game was done for me, I was like, who am I? Like, like what do I like? What do I like to do? And that's partly how I found myself into exercise science in my major, because I like the science of this stuff.
Yeah.
I do like being a nerd. Like, yeah, I actually do like executing on these different things and like feeling like I'm learning a lot more. And then you just try different things. So like whenever I have an athlete who's like, his time with the sport is coming to an end, I try to make them understand that, like, look, this isn't it. Like,
Yeah.
like, this isn't it. Even if you were to be like a Hall of Fame player in the future and you did keep up with the sport, this isn't it. Like, you can be a great player. You can be great a lot of things at the same time. You can be all of these things that you want to be, and don't attach yourself to what you do, because that's not who you are. You're just a person that does that. So like coaching them to understand that has been like really big, as far as like making sure like at the end of the line, if they do have the end of the line and I see the end of the line with them, making sure that they're not like too tied to that and they get so sad because now they don't know what to do with their lives. And it's like you'll be okay.
Yeah.
There's a lot more you can do. The effort that you put into this sport can be put into something else. You can find other passions. You can find other things and other interests and ways to express yourself. You just have to be willing to be a learner again. You have to be willing. If you started playing football at 4 and you stopped at 18, you've known this for 16 years. give yourself time to learn something else.
No. Mm-hmm.
Be that 4-year-old again in something else, and give that time and give that effort, and you'll see that like you can do that with so many things at the same time.
Yeah. So what would you say, like, besides exercise and besides being a coach, fitness, what's your favorite hobby?
I'm learning the piano right now.
Oh yeah.
Uh,
How's that going?
hard as hell.
It's a lot.
It's so, I thought I was gonna be a prodigy when I first started.
Mm-hmm.
No chance. It's actually very, very challenging, but I like it.
Yeah.
I like it a lot. And outside of like the piano, I like the arts. So
Okay.
like I express myself a lot through like my own fashion, the clothes I wear, and like the events that I would go to. But like watching movies, going to plays, like going
Mm-hmm.
to symphonies, all those kind of things, because that's the things that
Symphonies.
those are the things that I knew that I was interested in as a kid. Like I was in band. My sister was a praise dancer. Like I was around all these things. My sister was a contemporary dancer.
Oh
So
wow. Okay.
I would go to her shows at a young age, and I was like, this is cool. Like this is fire. So like I like experiencing the arts, and I like experiencing those things outside of sport, and I try to just do that as much as I can now. I played the clarinet when I was in middle school, and I stopped because of sports,
Mm-hmm.
and then sports took over everything, and I was like, bro, you can do that again. You can like
You were in band.
yeah,
What did you played the clarinet?
the clarinet.
Band is hard.
Band is hard as hell. It's
Because the reason I know is because I was a dancer in high school.
Mhm.
So when we would start practice in the summer, oh my God, they're in the 100-degree heat
yeah.
outside for hours.
So that
And I would
marching
feel
band,
so bad.
marching band is almost worse than fall camp.
Oh, shoot.
Like,
Okay. Okay.
marching band is worse. So I was only in concert band, so I never had to worry about like
Being
marching
outside. Okay. Okay.
So I was like just like in the hall. But I would see the marching band practicing as we were practicing, and I was like, hell no. Like,
Yeah.
like I could not do that.
Oh my God. I feel so bad for them because I was close to them. We would have to practice with them for our dances. And I'm just
Mhm.
like, how the fuck are you guys out here for hours?
Shout out
This
to the
should be
band,
illegal.
man.
I'm like, because it's too fucking hot in Texas.
Those
So
instruments are heavy.
those for
Those
real.
instruments
The
are
people
heavy as
who
hell.
do the drums
The
that are in
drums
the
and the
front.
trombones, those are some
Yes. Oh my
big-ass
God.
instruments.
I feel so bad. I do want to move into your company because I think you started it when I had first met you.
Yeah,
And it's called HPL, right?
Club HPL. Yeah.
Club HPL. How did that come to life?
So it started as Femo Fit.
Okay.
That was my thing. Like going through college, like when I started training and everything like that, it was Femo Fit. And I had this moment where I kind of like wanted to remove my ego and like kind of like take myself out of things. And I was thinking of like what people come to me for as far as like program options. So it started as like people come to me for health outcomes, performance outcomes, and like longevity outcomes, longevity
Okay.
goals. And I was like, Club HPL. So that's the start of it. It just started as like the idea of like programming for people in an online space or in person as well too. And it's growing into, well, it's growing. I'm building it in. I want to build it into so much more than just exercise programming and training, because the essence of it now is the pursuit of one thing is the pursuit of anything.
Okay. Yep.
If I'm a coach and I want to be a better coach and I'm doing all these things to be a better coach, and somebody is in medical school or they're a doctor and they're pursuing better things in their own life, if I'm chasing something, I understand if I can chase one thing, I can chase anything.
Mhm.
So those like combined efforts is what I want the community members of the club to like represent. Just people chasing something, because it started also, I'll backtrack. Health, performance, longevity are 3 buckets that I fill with my training programs. You can chase all these three. You can chase all 3 of these things at the same time, but you probably can only chase 2 effectively.
Okay.
And that speaks to like the seasons of your life that you're in. You can't do everything all at one time. You can try, and you'll probably end up doing all of them at a very low level.
Yeah.
But if you want to have real results, you need to sacrifice time somewhere and apply that same effort and time into something else. So we're pursuing these different things at different points in our life. But the main thing is that I'm pursuing these things. And if I understand that the pursuit of this one thing got me all of this, I know that this same universal law will apply to everything else I pursue, which is why like the pursuit of one is the pursuit of all. And that's kind of like where the thing came from. And I'm just trying to make that as big as possible, because the main goal of Club HPL is I need 1 million people to realize that a healthy and capable and fulfilling life is not as difficult as they may seem. It's possible. And that's, I think that answers your question.
Yeah. No, that answers my question. Biggest risk you took starting your own thing. So what did you learn that you weren't expecting starting Club HPL?
I didn't expect it to be as hard as it was,
Okay.
because I was already known as like a fitness person, like
Mm-hmm.
in my friend groups and like the people I went to school with. I was already known as like a fitness person. So when you launch these things, you expect, oh, everybody's gonna come get a program. I'm about to make 30K this month, easy.
Mm-hmm.
Hell nah. Like
It's hard.
I didn't expect it to be as difficult as it was. Like just like growing and like having it be something that you can even call a business. And that kind of taught me that like you can have these big aspirations, you can have these big goals, and that's okay to do. But if you live in the goal and not in the work, it's never gonna be what you want it to be. Like you have to be honest, be real, and understand what it actually takes for this to be what you think it'll be. And then if you just do the work that you have to do today, it'll be bigger than what you think it'll be, because your thoughts are limited and you're just thinking about all these things. But if I can do the work today and do the work over and over and over again, putting the systems in play, reaching out to people, having things be streamlined for the people that want to interact with the business, and have that be not like a bottleneck anymore. If I can consistently do that, then the thought that I have is going to be so much smaller than what it'll actually be.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I think I thought the same shit, because I was
Shit
like,
is hard.
okay, if I put out programs, everybody's going to buy it.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like people really have to trust you. And I'm not saying they don't trust you. I think it's more of like people are like, oh, I can't do that. Or I can't do this. I can't jump. I can't sprint, or I can't run.
People also want a lot of free work.
Yes.
People,
yes, that's true. That's
people
true.
also want a lot of free work.
And like, that's why people sell $20 programs or $40 programs, because a lot of people, that's all they can afford. And I understand personal training is a luxury, or having a one-on-one is, a privilege to have.
Definitely.
But I think there's people like you and people who have actually put in the time and put in the effort to learn and like learn how the human body performs. Athletes, Gen Pop, as you get older. How far were you in your internships with when you started HPL?
I was done with them.
Oh, you were done? Okay.
So
because you did Christian first.
Yeah.
How long were you Christian? And then I don't know if there was anybody else and Tim.
Oh, hell yeah, there was a bunch of people.
Okay, cool.
So
tell me a little bit about that.
With Christian, I'm gonna mess up the years definitely. But
no, it's okay. It's okay.
I was with Christian for, I want to say like 3-4 years as like an intern and a hired coach.
When did you start?
Athlete 2018.
Okay,
like
2018. So you were what, 19?
Yeah, 19.
Okay.
So I was interning under different coaches: Christian Palencia, Tim Riley, Morgan Wells, Jordan Bush, Trey Hardy,
Okay.
Anna Craig, Mike Hansen, Clint.
Anna's nice.
She's amazing. She changed my life.
Oh.
I'm not gonna lie. And Clint Martin were like all of like the coaches that I feel like make up like my intern pillars, as far as like who developed me and who I saw like as in my developing years as a coach. And after that, I took it more serious, because I felt like I had to learn a lot before I could like really make this a business. So I was doing Femo Fit in and throughout college for a little bit, on and off, but I didn't really, it was just like cash. I didn't really think that was anything, but I wanted to make it real as I knew that I was learning more. So I want to say 2021. Yeah. Actually, yeah, the year before COVID is when I got the LLC. I did all the things I needed to do to like make it like an actual business in Texas. And then from there, I've just been trying to grow it as big as possible. It went from Femo Fit to Club HPL. So Club HPL kind of started, I want to say a year ago now. So 2024.
Yeah. That's awesome. And What did Anna do to change your life? Honestly,
She gave me an ultimatum.
she's so badass. I've only met her a couple times,
No,
but she gives me that warm heart, like warm feeling whenever we were at the conference and she's like, "Let me just start off cuz I have the least amount of followers." I'm like, "Girl, but you are fucking like if everybody knew you, you'd be fucking every." And she does collective and she does UT
hmm
what it
she's on
volleyball
soccer.
soccer. And I'm just like, "How the fuck did you do that?" So
Anna
ultimatum.
is
Ultimatum.
so at Texas. I took the internship for the Olympic program. I didn't take it. I got the internship for the Olympic program, which is all the sports that aren't football, and that was a pretty tough time. I almost quit. I dead ass almost quit.
Yeah.
And so I came back, and Anna just had like a talk with me about like, if this is what you want to do, then like do it, and if not, decide that you don't want to do it and be done with it. And she was so like honest and
Mhm.
cutthroat and straight to the point, and I was like, damn, like I've been making it so complicated, and it is that simple. And even though it felt like she was like being so like stiff and stern, I could tell like, at least like it felt like, I don't know if I'm assuming this, it felt like she saw more in me and she knew I needed to make a decision.
Yeah.
So I made the decision. I stayed on, and I just learned from her, and her being that honest with me, and like being, it was almost like aggressively honest. I was like, wow, like that's
Like just blunt.
like just
Here,
like
yeah, she's like,
just
"This is how it is."
like no sugar, no nothing, straight to the point. And it really like, it was a wake up call, because I feel like I was like in la la land as far as like what I wanted things to be and how I thought things would be. And when things weren't how I thought they were, I was like discouraged, and I almost quit the internship. And I was like, I was down on myself. I was like, bro, like you're bullshitting, like
Yeah.
like you're bullshitting right now, and people put their necks out to get you in this spot, and you're gonna disappoint those people as well as yourself. So when she, so in the internship, I was with the track team. After I took like a week off because I told them I don't know if I want to do this anymore. They gave me a week off. I came back, and Clint Martin, he's also an amazing coach, great coach. Shout out to Clint. He was like, I understand that you're going through these things and you have these reservations or whatever. This is a championship caliber team, and we can't have that inconsistency around us.
Yeah.
So he cut me.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
Okay.
like, so he cut me from working with his teams, and I
Okay.
was like, damn. And then Anna comes in and has a real talk with me, and she kept me on her teams, and I was like, okay, like I was tripping, like
Yeah.
like I was going through a little bit of a rough patch. I was tripping. Let's lock in. Let's do the thing. And that was a rough internship, because even at the end of it, after I learned that, the final presentation, I still shit the bed. Like 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 it was still like, it was very nerve wracking for me. I knew I wanted to do this. I knew I wanted to get better, but I kind of found out toward the end of it, and it was still like, I'm not that good yet. So it
Yeah.
was like, it was a lot of, it tested my confidence every day. It woke me up to what high performance is, like what consistency really looks like, what like diligence and like smart work really looks like. And it kind of like laid the foundation for the standard I have in myself with my own programming now. So shout out to the Olympic team at Texas for waking me up.
What is next for your club?
Growth. Honestly, it's hard to be specific with like what's next. I know that I want to host different events, and it be like a brand that people look to for encouragement, for knowledge, and for help if they need help with their own goals. But I just want it to grow, and I want
Mm-hmm.
it to be able to help people with the decision of choosing a healthy life,
Yeah.
and making that decision easy for them. So there's a newsletter. I have a launch thing that I'm trying to plan for next year. It's still very young to me, I feel like, so it's hard to say tangibly like what's next outside of like the consistent program that I'm already doing with people
Yeah.
privately and stuff like that. So just growth, honestly. I think that's a good answer. I
No,
don't
that's
have
a great
anything else.
answer.
Yeah.
And there's a lot that goes into it.
Mhm.
Like it's not, we think like, oh, we just need a program and that's it.
Yeah.
It's like the marketing, oh, the word, how can we
Mm-hmm.
get it more out there?
Right.
What content can we put out? And I'm just like, oh my God, this is so
It's
much.
a lot. It can
It's
be
a lot.
overwhelming. So I'm just looking forward to growing it, being consistent in what I'm already doing and seeing how that works, helping people as much as I can in person, and then having that online space grow and be that community, that connection point between different people that are like pursuing different things, but that are their pursuits can help other pursuits. So if I
Yeah.
can get all those pursuants together in a space and have it grow from there, that's what I want it to be.
It's gonna be awesome. Like it's just time is the
Yeah.
only thing.
All you need is time.
It's just time. How would you define success now versus when you were 18?
Mm. Success when I was 18 looked like passing a test and like getting good grades. I wasn't really thinking about anything outside of school
Would
at
you
that age.
say you're very present? You're not like futuristic or like thinking about a lot later? Or especially at 18, you know?
Yeah, I think honestly depends on the day.
Okay.
Most of the time I am pretty present, but I can like wander off into la la land, into like the dreamscape, and be so focused on like what things will look like in the future. I would say at 18 success looked like I'm all pro. I got a Bentley. I'm in my third all pro season in a couple of years. Obviously that's not what it is. So now success looks like effort.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, it's not an end goal. It's a process. Like you're successful in the things that you do every day. It's not like success. If I get a $20,000 check, okay, that's success. Cool.
Mm-hmm.
But it's also like what I did to get there. Can I keep doing that? It's not just this one destination kind of thing. It's like, what am I doing every day? Did I hold the standard today? That's success.
Yeah.
Did I do what I needed to do today for tomorrow? That's more of what success is to me. It's being present and doing what you need to do now and putting effort for what you have coming tomorrow. It's not just make $1 million.
Yeah.
Because like I was saying earlier with the athletes, you're gonna make that million and you're gonna want more. So
Hey.
it's about more.
I hear they spend that shit so fast.
Because you're gonna want more than that all
Yeah.
the time. So it's like I don't think success is an end point as much as it is like how I feel about my efforts. Was this fulfilling? Did the person I see today feel like I helped them today? That's
Mhm.
my success story now, and I'm content there.
Yeah, and I think success is defined differently for everybody. And I
Definitely.
feel like people miss that or like, oh, well, they just want a simple life. And
Mhm.
well, that's their success in
Right.
their head. That's all that
It's
matters.
all relative.
Yes. Okay. So I want to do a little rapid fire with you.
Okay.
I've been doing these since I started. So, favorite Longhorn memory besides the Sugar Bowl? It can be like a small moment too. It doesn't have to be extravagant.
There's so many Longhorn memories.
Whatever comes in mind.
Texas OU weekend 2023. Yeah, that was a great weekend.
Okay, cool. Hardest coach you ever had or ever worked with? You don't have to say their name, but what did you learn from them that you were like, this isn't for me?
The coaching staff at Texas in 2018, Yancey was the head strength coach. Toughest dude I ever met in my life at that time. They taught me like what it means to like really prepare for something big and like how serious you have to be and like how much practice and the little things matter, because the big day is just the big day. You can't have the big day without a good week in practice.
Yeah.
So like it was challenging, it was tough, it was necessary though. It's hard as hell. But Coach Yancey.
One habit that changed your life?
It's not very tangible, but the habit of perseverance.
Okay.
You have to keep going. Like you can't stop. Things are gonna get in your way. Things are gonna stop you. If you have a vision of where you want to be and you want to be there, you have to keep going, like no matter what. So I have a good habit of persevering through a lot of things, and I feel like that's a habit that's changed my life pretty consistently.
I always think about if that vision's already in my head, it's already mine. It's just I have to get there some way.
Yeah, exactly.
It's always that. Advice to athletes who feel lost, either right now or just like, in their life.
Be honest with yourself. Like if you feel like you're not going the right direction, or you think things aren't going your way, take some time to really sit back and feel what you're feeling. One, don't ignore your emotions,
Yeah.
and be honest with yourself. And in that honesty, maybe you figure out that what you're chasing isn't what you should be chasing. And if that means the sport isn't what I thought it would be for me, it's tragic. It's life. Sometimes it happens. If it is for me, but it's just giving me a hard time, what can you do to continue this pursuit? Like, you have to keep going somewhere or another.
Yeah.
So be honest with yourself, know your capabilities, and make your best better.
Yeah. Athletes don't fail, they just don't evolve. Do you agree with that?
No,
Oh, okay. Tell me why.
I think objectively, sometimes you can do your best and people will say, oh yeah, you did your best, that was a great job, did your best. And that's okay, that's true. But objectively speaking, sometimes your best sucks.
Yeah.
Like sometimes you honestly weren't good enough, and that's okay. If it's not the end of that road, you can make your best better.
Yeah.
So
And I hear that a lot.
I think you fail, and in failure you evolve. But
Yeah.
I think I'd be doing a disservice to say that you didn't fail, because I'm lying to you now.
Yeah.
Use that failure, get better from it, understand how trash that felt, and take your emotions away from it. It is sad, it is tragic, yeah. But if you can detach yourself from that emotional response and just understand that, like, okay, that was trash.
Yeah.
But I can be better, and you can internalize that and take the steps you need to take to be better for the next go around. That's where your evolution comes from.
Yeah. I agree. And I think people who also are like, oh, well, like, dude, you're on the top, or dude, but sometimes they're like the most unhappiest and they don't feel satisfied in themselves, which I hear a lot of stories like that. What's a goal for yourself, like a personal goal in 2026?
In 2026, I have a number that I want to see, as far as like tangible number of people that I've helped understand something about their own health outcomes. And I want to see Club HPL grow to a certain number as well too.
Yeah.
So
is that like certain number of clients or a certain number of people that
members?
So
okay. Members are pretty much anybody that are either like on a program in a team setting or one-on-one, or like just on my email list.
Yeah, newsletter and stuff. Yeah.
So like seeing growth through that, having more systems refined, dedicated to that, and being more organized in that regard, and then just helping as many people as I can.
Yeah.
I have a couple numbers in my head, but those are the two main goals of the 2026.
2026. That's exciting, and I'm excited for you. And it's like there needs to be more coaches like you. And even though I've met a lot of people like who really love being a coach, there's a lot of coaches that aren't good. Like, point blank. It's like I've met a lot of coaches that aren't open-minded, that aren't like, don't want to change when science is changing and things are changing all the time. The fitness space is still really new. It's not even 100 years old. So being a coach and seeing all the work you've put in these last couple of years is like really inspiring, because I wasn't per se. My husband doesn't think I was an athlete. I was a dancer. Okay.
Dancers are
athletes. Period. Period.
That shit is hard.
It's really hard. And since I'm training right now and like doing my broad jump, I'm like, dance helped me a shit ton, because I didn't think I could jump that high.
Yeah.
And just, I'm like, we're athletes. I don't care.
I will say a goal, so it's not just so like non-tangible things. I want to win Apex.
You do? I think you could, dude.
Apex.
I think you could. And it made me laugh whenever the guys were jumping and you were like, that bro is just fucking wasting a lot of energy. And I'm just like, oh my God, that's hilarious. And I'm doing it for fun, and like I'm doing it to see how far I can go for myself.
Yeah. If not win, I gotta be top 10. I gotta be top 10.
Top 10, yeah. Go for it, yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm doing, like, I was telling people like, oh, like, do you want to be a number? I'm like, bro, I just want to finish it. Like, fair. I don't give a shit what number I am.
Yeah.
I just want to do it, and like that's it, because I know the girls are going to be supportive and everything. But it's great just community. So awesome seeing how much people are actually wanting to train like that now. And like, I know majority of the people there were athletes or just got into it or have been working on it for a couple years. But I remind myself, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people there, everybody's on a different year or number of how long they've been training.
Yeah.
Like, I could not even imagine training against Kelly because she's been doing it way longer than me. It's like, you know, shit like that.
Yeah, I feel that.
But I'm excited, and I'm excited to see what's next for you. And do you have anything else you want to say before we hop off?
What's your favorite coffee order?
My coffee order? Oh, thank you. Nobody else has seen it. So I like drinking cold brew with cinnamon powder.
Okay.
And then a splash of half and half.
Okay.
Something simple.
Where should I go?
Where should you go? Okay. Do you like sweet coffee, or just like sweet? Well, I know you like drip coffee.
Yeah.
There's a lot of good places. You live up north. Dame Cafes is really good. Dame Cafe. Dame.
Okay.
It's a Hispanic-owned Austin native coffee shop, and it's a truck in a trailer.
Okay.
And it's so fucking good. And
I'll
it's
give it a
so
look.
good. It's like the menu simple. I like when the menu's simple because they perfect everything and it's consistent.
Yeah.
I think that's the hardest part
For sure.
for
Dame Cafe.
finding.
They'll see me soon, for sure.
She sponsored 2 months of the Coffee Slut podcast. So she gave me beans and she sponsored.
What the hell?
Yeah.
Shout out Dame Cafe. Hell yeah.
Dame Cafe. Thank you for coming on the Coffee Slut podcast.
Thanks for having me.
Of course. If you want to hear more episodes like this, make sure to subscribe and follow the Coffee Slut podcast on all the platforms. I'm going to leave Femi's socials in the description if you guys want to go follow him. And if you want to work with him, go for it, especially if you're an athlete.
Come find me.
Like, for real. Because shit. And yeah, well, I see you guys in the next episode.
See you
Awesome.
guys.